Peace and love. Hi, everybody. Peace and love. Happy, whatever day it is. Happy day it is. Welcome to 610. Welcome to 610. All Sufyan. One. As-Salam. Please come in and type your comments. Any questions will be answered. Please enjoy as we crank up. We're going to be covering all English. The language of the angels, aka all Injil. So yes, indeed, the Injil, is the word English. So please stay tuned. The word English is the ancient word Injil. Please stay tuned. More coming soon. Yes, respond to the question. Peace and love. And if anything in the music disturbing, let me know. Peace and love. Welcome to the open dialogue. This is the dialogue for Black America as we work our way out of the black darkness into the divine truth. So we're going to go in for a little minute. And then we're going to bring a little documentation. And then we're going to close this thing out. Or unless the conversation and the dialogue is extended. So what we want to do is make us aware that the English language is the Injil language. If you're unfamiliar with the Injil, well, the Injil comes after the Torah. After the Torah, you know, they say Psalms, but then you have the Injil. And so we have to understand the Injil is what's considered to be called the gospel, the everlasting gospel of truth. And this everlasting gospel of truth was brought to us by what I call his what I know his true and holy name to be. I use his holy name, because therefore I am Asa. But blacks know better known to blacks as Jesus. Now, a lot of people speak English, and a lot of people didn't know English is a native language, and it's actually the native language of angels. And angels walk the flesh. Angels came in flesh as you came in flesh. Didn't Hebrews tell you that you may be entertaining angels unaware? And so once we get this understanding of the language you're speaking, then you'll know your surroundings. See, because your language is building your surroundings. And if you understand your language, now you can create and make a better surrounding and a better place while your being is present in the plane of things made manifest. So in the plane of soul, which where you think and reason, this is where you haven't thought that the English language is actually an angelic language that actually goes back to the word Injil. So we're going to bring forth, let's see, we're going to bring forth, as I could just, let's bring it forth. Okay, now, Injil, don't get thrown all off. Don't get thrown all off, please. The Injil is not the Arabic name for the gospel of Asa, better known as Jesus to blacks. Now, the Injil is what we call English. 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 Angelish. Angelish. Angel. 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 English. Angel. All right. Should be able to come through. See, I'll just tell you something that AI ain't gonna ever tell you. Injil is the Arabic name for the gospel of Asa. This Injil is described by the Quran as one of the four Islamic holy books which was revealed by Allah. The others being the Zabur, the Torah, and the Quran. Now, did the holy angels give to Jesus a holy name? Answer that below or in the comment box if you understand and know. This is very important. Now, Arabic while Asa is not Arabic name for Jesus in the Quran and Islamic text, the language Jesus spoke was Arabic, not Arabic. This word right here. See, both of these words are wrong. Aramaic, Arabic. See, the Mac and the big. We understand this, from celestial, ethereal realms. This word Arabic and this word Aram. See, these are codes. These are codes written to, let's see how I see it. These are a hidden language. Let me pull that up for us. See, they use this language to hide knowledge. And this is why people get so confused. And there's a language barrier of understanding what language Jesus spoke and what language did the prophets speak, what language all the way back to Adam to Abraham before the Tower of Babel, if you know your scholarship. So what's important is to understand that these people from Persia, which today you know them as Americans. They don't go by Persians no more. They go by the word Americans. So now they see Americans or Persians seek to hide knowledge. We're going to get it. American is not our ancient name. That is the name of those who came to our providence. So these Americans, with their English coded, with their coded and secret language, back then it was one called Hebrew. That's what grew up to be called Aramaic, Arabic. As time and thousands of years passed, another language was coded, and it was English. But English is going to be a language of the angels, but it's not written in the angelic way. So this way they would be able to introduce new secret languages to hide knowledge. To hidden knowledge, they created secret languages by spreading false scripture. So let's go back to our other screen. By spreading false scripture. This is how false scripture was spread, through the coded language. Jesus spoke was Aramaic, that's Hebrew. Jesus spoke not Arabic, which is Hebrew. Aramaic, which is Hebrew. Jesus, which is the word Jesus, which is English. See, so English is just like Hebrew in this face value. Like how you see the word Jesus, but the real word is right behind it. And so that's called the angel language, the Injil, the meaning of truth. So yes, from Old Testament to New Testament is Hebrew. Then they take the Old Testament and New Testament out of Hebrew and take it into Greek. Then they take Old Testament and New Testament out of Greek and turn it into Latin. So we got Aramaic, Arabic to Latin, which all construes a false language. And then we hedge English in there as the face value of English until you get underneath the meaning of English, which is the Injil. So we are only, right now, the people in America are supposed to be speaking nothing but holy words. And you see that is not happening because of this misunderstanding. We don't want to understand ourselves. We rather work ourselves to death instead of instead of understanding ourselves. We rather overstand that we need to work to death. So it ain't really too much. Let's just put it in English. So now we understand that the word Injil is the word English. So what I want us to know, so if Jesus was not Hebrew, that also means that Jesus was not Jewish. That also means Jesus was not Jewish. And so that's been the talk of discussion in communities outside of my own into understanding the true knowledge of the divine truth. And this is what's being represented in words to you in the form of Injil, English. So we have the Injil, and then we have the Moraba'ah, and that's the holy language. And Jesus was given a holy name from the holy language. Anybody else love Jesus? Anybody else love Jesus? So let's show you this tape. We went over concerning the lineage of Jesus being Asiatic. Now, if you haven't been following, then you don't understand how Jesus is an Asiatic. Well, Asa is an Asiatic. That word we use as Asia is really pronounced Asai, where you get words like Messiah. So these things is coming from common grounds, but people who came into contact with this knowledge before we did decided that we didn't deserve it, and so they was going to hide the knowledge by coding the knowledge in a language. So when we get the language, we're going to perceive a different meaning than what the actual holy language was. So this misunderstanding is called the fallen sons and daughters of the Asiatic nation of North America. So to be of Asiatic descent is to be of the descendancy of Asa and all the great prophets, all the way up to date to Holy Prophet Noble Drew Ali. So all our holy prophets are Asiatics, and all our holy prophets came either from Europe or America, because both Europe and America are in Asia. So indigenously, we are Asiatics. And as Asiatics, we are Europeans and Americans, not by the modern name Europeans and Americans, but by the holy language. We have our original language, and European comes out of our European holy language, and America come out of our holy language. So look at it prior to a upper and lower Kemet, there was an upper and lower Asia. So this is where Kemet get all its grandeur and understanding from, is from the Asiatics. And this was brought to us by our holy prophet of our time in America, in the United States of America, Noble Lee. So that's important that you know that you are Asiatic, and Asiatic and America is the same word. Asiatic is ancient, more ancient than America. America represents the black of Moors, aka the pale face, aka the black face, whose new name is Amorican. Right before this switch, it was Amorican, so now it's American. And so we must understand this coming off the soil of the land. Let's see, without no interaction, I'll be shut down here shortly. Whatever else I want to make clear is that English is Moorish. English is Moorish. See, the Injil is Moorish. And Moorish is not, I'm just writing it, it's not Arabic. See how it goes. English is Moorish. Injil is Moorish. And Moorish is not Arabic. You see? Moorish is English. This is the history. This is called world history. That's an AP class in world history, that Moorish is English. And it's important because this is what Jesus was. A Moorish descent. Let's see how AI caught up to date yet. See, AI might be behind. See, they behind. See, they gonna have you behind. In world history. See, they're gonna say AI that English language is Moorish is incorrect. See, they relate Moorish to Africa. Moorish to Africa. Moorish to Africa. So you say English language has no direct connection to Moorish language or culture. And I just showed you. Let's take Jesus, for instance, in English. Jesus is actually Moorish. Jesus, his descent is a Moorish descent, not an English descent. See how easy this is? Jesus is not an Englishman, so he can't be English. Jesus can't speak English because he's not England. These things didn't exist when he existed. But obviously, what existed while he existed was the truth and the language. And that later language come today be a dirty down English. See, but this is what I mean by Moorish, and this is why I say it wouldn't connect, because the pronunciation is switched. See, same name, but pronunciation change. So this is why a computer can't reference the connection. See, and that connects to Africa. And we not Africans in America. See, so this how everything get tracked back to Africa as the motherland. Because of the Moorish. And so English can't tell me that's not true. English is tracking Moorish. But Moorish is not Africa. Moorish is Europe and America as Asia. And so this is why you're Asiatics. Which covers you being European and American. And we'll give that older name as we move out of the blackness into the divine truth. But this is where black come from. Because it's an agenda. African. See, so just pay attention. These are the dirty Moors that Noble Drew Ali was talking about. Who know the origin of this, but scholarship it to Africa. And this is why you are considered African American, because they have put you on the ship called scholarship and shipped you off to a foreign destination in mind. So with that being said, we're going to get ready to close out if nothing else ain't been said. Black people are white people and white people are black people. Or shall I say white people is not white people and black people is not black people. Or should I say the black face is the pale face and the pale face is the black face. The dirty Moors are the Americans. Persians, Jews reformed as Rome in the name, modern name of America. Peace and love. Assalam, assalam. All Sufyan. Sufyan Americana. Just playing. We don't rock with no Americana. We just have